50 articles, I kind of feel that it all started thanks to David.
Hey.
Okay, so we're now up to 50 to 60, and we have, ladies and gentlemen, Ben!
Yay!
I haven't really, I mean, I've been a bit underprepared relative to everyone else. My only thought, based on firstly what you said, is that firstly, what was it, 2003, where I was obsessed with cricket and we were in Denmark, and that sort of, I guess that goes to show that nothing really changes. Having watched the cricket all day and come back from Denmark yesterday. Anyway, I think I had a fonder relationship with Denmark then. So, I think, I mean, when I was thinking of memories today, I'm not particularly good at memories, generally, in that I don't really remember anything particularly, but I was kind of going back over kind of my recollections of time that I spent with your dad, and I thought, rather than anything in particular, it was more, I guess, a theme that stood out. I mean, whenever I kind of think of our time together, all that kind of came to me is that, given that you were quite a busy man through my entire childhood, all I could really think about is how much time you gave me. And then I sort of began to think that really, actually, how much time you give to everyone, to be honest. I mean, given that you are a white male in an era where white males tend to do quite well and tend to not necessarily have time or generosity towards many other people, and I think I can certainly speak on behalf of some of my other friends' dads, you really, I mean, all my memories are just you dedicating a huge amount of time and kindness to me. I think of, for example, Saturday mornings, where you used to, where I say you used to drag me to cricket, I used to drag you to the Brondesbury nets, for all the Chapmans as well. I think we had about a 7 a.m. start, and I forced you to bowl at me for a few hours. Probably improve your bowling, to be fair. I think of also, I mean, these are the sort of little minutiae memories that kind of make up a life. I think of also spending time doing maths at the kitchen table. Although I think that maybe you particularly enjoyed actually probably more than the cricket. I think of even now, I mean, I think I'm going slightly over my 50 to 60 remit here, but when I moved into my flat, dedicating the whole day putting up blinds together. Oh, is that stealing your thing?
Stay in your box.
Sorry. Well, either way, we did do it, and when I was kind of putting these memories together, I guess it just struck me that really how much generous you are with your time, and then also when we are spending time together, and I think this is safe to say with everyone around here, that you're just fully with that person. Whenever I call you now, or sorry, when he was 50 to 60, whenever I called you before you were 60 years old, there's a kind of intensity of attention, I guess, that you are the only person you're talking to. They're not distracted by anything else, and I think that was quite remarkable, given that in that period you were probably distracted by anything else, but it never really occurred to me because, as far as I was concerned, you were just my dad, and more or less spent all the time with me. I mean, I think of safaris.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Thanks for the shout out at the back of the room. But really, it was just kind of intense time together where really we could discuss anything. I could ask you. I mean, I keep your counsel, make each other laugh, and really kind of a generosity. And I really think that actually that's, I guess, what defines our relationship, and even now. And I'm really incredibly grateful for it, and I'm sure it will carry on for many years to come.
Yeah.
And coming up to date, 60 to 65, being current, Sarah!
Got the graveyard sloth, and also was only given half the number of years of everyone else.
But you made them count for twice as much.
Quality, not quantity, I think. So I'll just talk about the last 5 years, which I think is kind of quite a specific time, because not that Dad was ever really stressed or sort of. Okay, no, I'll go the other way. I'll say this in a positive way. Dad, I think you've become really relaxed, and I think you're the only person who says, I'm really relaxed, and you actually are really relaxed. And you're so smiley and happy often these days.
Sorry.
and I love it. And I'm so happy that you're happy and you're relaxed and you're spending your time doing things you want to do. And sometimes that's like doing weird bureaucracy for charities. But if that's what you enjoy doing, that's great. And I'm happy that you're enjoying yourself, and then you go off and you do lots of cycling and you spend lots of time with people that you care about. And I think that's so fantastic at your stage of life that you put time aside for doing those things. And like Ben said, going into to present day, you're so generous with your time with us. So what Dad did recently when I moved out is we went to IKEA. I, having never really had anything to do with like being an adult, didn't really realise. I thought with IKEA that like you just I thought it was like those pop-up tents that you like just got the chest of drawers and opened it and there was a fully formed chest of drawers. Apparently there's quite a lot of time and carpentry that goes into that, but I wouldn't really know that because Dad did it. Not only did Dad do it, but having spent about 2 hours trying to put together my chest of drawers, he then he had to go, and he said, "Oh, I'll come back and do it tomorrow." And then a few minutes he came back to me very concerned and says, "Oh, I know you've just moved out and you're with your new housemate, and I don't want to sort of cramp your style on your first day, so I'll take it home and do it there, and then bring it back to you tomorrow once it's done." And I think it's just quite.
And you let him.
And he did. And I said, "See you tomorrow, Dad." Okay, this doesn't reflect well on me. Anyway, Dad is a very generous with his time, generous with what he does for us, very happy and relaxed these days, and I feel very privileged to have the relationship with my dad that I do, and I feel that we've kind of got to a bit of an equilibrium where I'm not a horrible teenager anymore, age 24, and you're kind of entering your sort of not stressed with work anymore, retired, enjoying yourself years, and I'm really happy with this point that we've got to. And if I can remember any of the maths that you taught me my entire GCSE, I would say we had reached equilibrium. So I said there's not more mathematical term. And I'll shut up now because that was a lot of speeches. But I love you, Dad, and I think you're brilliant.
So in a moment we're just going to have a birthday cake and then David will say a few words after the birthday cake.